Bills face the San Francisco 49ers tomorrow in Orchard Park, New York. So I just wanted to get on here and make a video, go live, I guess, to talk about the game and what to look forward to. Obviously, the snow is going to play a big part in this game and the weather. And I'm not really looking forward to the drive over there. As where I live, there's actually no snow right now. It's pretty nice. But as we drive into the Buffalo area, we will be picking up a couple of feet of snow, it looks like. So that should make the game interesting. And, just waiting a little bit here, see if someone can join us. But the Bills and the 49ers. Let's look at the 49ers team real quick. The 49ers have a very, very, very good team. They were in the Super Bowl last year. However, this year, the injury bug has hit the 49ers more than any team I can ever remember. They have had injuries at every position room, and it's really affected the team. This week, they're going to be without their left guard and their left tackle. And their left tackle, a lot of people think, is the best left tackle in the NFL, in Trent Williams. So without him, that's going to cause some problems for the 49ers and hopefully be great for players like Groot and Groot and Epinesa and Von Miller to get in there and get some pressure and get some sacks with their left tackle and their left guard out. Maybe that'll help Ed Oliver even get up there as well, and Daquan Jones. So we're looking forward to that, to seeing what they can do. The weather, I just talked about the weather real quick, but I'll do it again since I got a question here. The weather where I live, there is absolutely no snow, and it's a beautiful day. It's cold, but we will be driving into Buffalo, and it is for the game, and driving into where there's a couple of feet of snow, it looks like, by tomorrow. I've pulled up the live camera. You can go on YouTube and see the live camera of the new stadium being built, so you'll be able to see what snow they have now. They do have snow there in Orchard Park. Back to the game. I'll try to be safe. Back to the game. The injuries of the 49ers, what we were talking about. They have got Christian McCaffrey back, which was a huge loss for them. And it looks like Purdy, their quarterback, will be playing too. And that's unfortunate for the Bills. I am looking forward to watching George Kittle play. He is one of my favorite players in the NFL, and haven't had the opportunity to see him play against the Buffalo Bills. He has never actually played against the Buffalo Bills. The last time the Bills played the 49ers, Kittle was actually injured and missed that game. But I think it was during the 2020 season anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to see him. So yes, it won't be Allen versus Allen, as it looks like Purdy will be playing, but I still hope that Allen, their backup quarterback, will do a jersey exchange with Josh Allen, because Josh Allen grew up a 49er fan, so I think it would be pretty cool if he ended up with a number 17 jersey after the game. The defensive side of the ball for the 49ers has a lot of injuries too. Probably their best player, Bosa, is injured and out for this game. Greenlaw has been a major loss for them the entire season at linebacker. He's just a fantastic player, and losing him has been a big thing. And then their other linebacker is actually playing on a broken foot and been playing on it for a while. So, that's got to hurt him. And they have some defensive backs, safeties that are nursing injuries as well. So hopefully that can help the Bills here, as they do have a list of injuries. As far as the Buffalo Bills injury report looks, Mike White is going to see his first game wearing a Bills jersey as the backup quarterback. Mitch Trubisky's been dealing with some injuries, so it looks like he's going to sit this one out. And Mike White, which is coincidental because Mike White got crushed by Matt Milano when he played for the Jets when Mike White played for the Jets. And now to have Matt Milano having his first game back finally. And it's so great to have Matt Milano back. I hope they introduce the team and have Matt Milano be the first player that, or not the first, the last player that is introduced, so the crowd can just go crazy for him and let him know how much we love having him back on the team, Mr. Matt Milano. And then they called up Davidson as well, which is no surprise because he is the tight end that gets called up if there's an injury. And we knew earlier in the week that Kincaid with his knee was not going to be able to play. So Davidson gets to play. He got his first catch the last game versus the Chiefs, and he's actually a pretty good pass-catching tight end. So he will be the replacement. And there was no wide receiver called up for the game and no defensive player called up for the game, although Carter was listed, now is out. We were hoping maybe we could get him back from his wrist injury, but he is listed as out. So with no wide receiver called up, it does look like Keon Coleman will get to play again. And we should have our full wide receiver unit, which I think will be a key to the game because the 49ers do have on defense, I think they're pretty good at stopping the run and stopping the pass. But it's these injuries that have really, really hampered their team. And they, again, have injuries at every unit on the team. They have injuries at defensive line, injuries at linebacker, injuries at defensive back, cornerback, injuries at safety. I mean, they've got some holes to fill there on their defense. But they will get Ward back this week as well. As he missed last week, it was a personal reason that he missed, but it turned out that his daughter actually passed away during the week. So he is coming back to play this week. He's just taking 1 week off to mourn the loss of his daughter, and you can't blame him for that. I would think he might take more than 1 week off, but he is coming back to play this week. But the Achilles heel of the San Francisco 49ers defense is their tackle ability. They are not very good at making tackles. So the yards after first catch or after first touch is what we're looking for. Yards after they are initially tackled or attempt to tackle. So yards after touch is what I'll call this. And we know that we have one of the best players in the NFL at that. Shakir should have a fantastic game. The guy's impossible to catch anyway, even when you've got guys that are great tacklers on the field. So I anticipate seeing him break some tackles and make some nice plays. And I think with the injuries, they have Cook is more of a cutting running back, and Davis is the downhill running back. I think we might rely a little bit more on the downhill type running back for this game. So, of course, I could be completely wrong, and Cook may go off. But might be a game for Ray Davis to have a great game, or for Johnson here as I look over my shoulder. He wants me to mention him. That he may have a good game. Please, if you're watching this video, please like the video, give me that thumbs up, and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that when I go live, you will be notified so you can watch us again. But please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Boy, the Bills had a big off week. Josh Allen now engaged to Haley Steinfeld. But anyway, so he's off the market, and I know a lot of women in Western New York are sad at this moment, like they ever had a chance. But anyway, last year they were sad enough when Dawson Knox left the market. Now, to lose Josh Allen, that's awful. The Bills hopefully can get this victory, because with Miami's loss on Thanksgiving, if the Bills win this game, they win the AFC East for the not the second time in a row, not the third time in a row, not the fourth year in a row. No, they're going for one for the thumb. 5th year in a row to be the AFC East champions. So this is the hat t-shirt game, and we can get that out of the way. Everybody can get their nice AFC East champion hat and t-shirt, and we can move on. the Lions, see a question or a comment here from So Blessed Pops. Do we want us to take down the Lions in a couple of weeks? That is going to be an amazing football game. I have called that from the start of the season that I want the Super Bowl to be the Lions and the Buffalo Bills, mostly because I really want to see one of those teams win a Super Bowl. The Lions have a lot of ties with the Buffalo Bills, with our owner used to be part of their franchise, or our former owner used to be part of their franchise, and then they opened their house for us to play a couple of years ago when we had the snowstorm. So we root for the Lions when we're not playing them, but especially since they're an NFC team. But that would be a fantastic game, Bills at Lions. You want me to talk about your Vikings a little bit? I'm always ask anybody that wants to ask questions or make comments in here. I'd love to talk. I think the Vikings are another fantastic team, and what a turnaround their quarterback has had from seeing ghost when he played for the Jets. I think the Vikings are a good team. I think the Packers are a good team. I think the Eagles are a good team. One of those four teams is going to come out of the NFC, in my opinion. The Lions, the Packers, the Vikings. I said one more. I can't remember right now. Anyway, because I am an AFC team, obviously, the AFC East. And back to our offense. Our offensive line is completely healthy at the moment, knock on wood, and should really help Josh. They've had a few games this year that they have not allowed one sack during the game. And, of course, Josh's mobility helps with that as he can get to the sideline and run downfield. But, all right. Love and light. Got to like that. Do you like the Bengals? Okay, truth moment about the Bengals, since you've asked me about this. I don't have anything against the Bengals themselves. The players, Josh Burrow, interesting hairstyle this year, but I think they have one of the best wide receivers in the game, and I thought they would do much, much better this season. I don't even know if they're still in the hunt for a playoff spot, but the thing I don't like about the Bengals is the fans that were at the playoff game a couple years ago, when unfortunately the Bills came in so beat up and over guys having heart attacks and injuries and everything, that the Bengals were able to beat the Bills in that game. And the fans just, and I'm not making excuses, the Bengals played fantastic in that game. They were ready. We weren't. The fans at that game, there was one fan in particular that made, and I know every team probably has a fan like this, but he was going around flipping off fans, and there was little kids in the crowd crying, and he went over and flipped them off, and that just spoiled me on the Bengals as a fan unit. But anyway, it's been a disappointing year for the Bengals, but hopefully that gets you a good draft pick and can help turn things around there. I don't know with a disappointing season what your status is on your coaching situation, but I'd say good luck to the Bengals and bad luck to that fan that I did tell him to stop being a jerk. Not in those kind of words at the game that year. Okay, so back to this. Yeah, I would never do that to a kid either. Obviously, Bills fans really love the Bengals because of how well they treated the whole entire Damar Hamlin situation. So we do like that. Once again, I ask everybody to please, I see someone else just like the video. If you could please like the video and consider subscribing. On the defensive side of the ball, the defense is getting back Matt Milano. I think the Bills will work him in gradually because Dorian Williams has been playing actually pretty good in his stay. And Bernard is fantastic at middle linebacker. So Milano is an all-pro linebacker, though, so he's going to come in at some point for Dorian Williams, barring injuries of any kind. But I think they'll work him in gradually and hopefully maybe use some ways to use Dorian Williams and bring in a third linebacker. I know everybody says we don't want to take Taron Johnson off the field as our nickel corner because he is an amazing nickel corner. But I think it could mix up our defenses to bring in an extra linebacker just once in a while and give, hopefully, then extend Taron Johnson's ability to stay healthy and stay fresh for the games. So maybe they'll do that. Maybe they'll play some with three linebackers. We'll see as we move forward. Back to the snow. I think that the snow and the cold is going to really play a factor in the game. Josh Allen doesn't usually have any trouble in the snow or the wind. Obviously, a few years ago when we played the Patriots, no one could throw in that wind. That was the windiest game I've ever been to. No one would have been able to throw. It was all running that game, and the Patriots broke one run for a long run and won the game. And then we paid them back in the playoffs and scored on every single drive. So I'm not worried about Josh Allen's ability in the snow. It's the other guys. How will they do? I've never seen players like Ray Davis play in the snow. I'm not sure how. It doesn't look like it's going to fart. I said fart because please fart into your Cupid hand. Okay. Interesting, Ryan. Might have to block you in the future for saying stuff like that. But anyway, Ray Davis, I have never seen him actually play in the snow. However, it doesn't look like they are going to have a lot of snow at the end game time. So hopefully the snow will get out of the way during the night tonight and we'll have a better game in the future. You better like this video now, Ryan, after you got me on that little trick. If I made you laugh, you have to like the video. What else do we have to say about the game? I think our safeties have been playing great. Our corners have been playing great. The defense really doesn't have that many injuries right now. Again, knock on wood. So we're going from a team that really looks pretty good on the injury front. I mean, we're missing Kincaid and Carter. Those are our two big misses, and Trubisky, but hopefully he doesn't even get in the game. So Kincaid and Carter will be missed, but the 49ers list is much longer and will take a lot longer to get. Don't like the Fish at all. Glad they lost against the Packers. Glad we beat them twice already this year. Don't have to face them again, hopefully. Hopefully we will not have to beat the Fish in the playoffs because we've done that. What are we on, like a 6-game winning streak or something? And the only time the Fish ever were able to win over the Bills was because they almost caused our team to die from heat stroke and heat exhaustion. So, yeah, the Bills have shown their dominance over the Fish. But we move on. This week's game, let's get those hats and T-shirts ready. The 5th year in a row, AFC East champions. All we got to do is win this game or the combination of, or have the Fish lose another game, and then we will win the hats and T-shirts by default, thanks to the Fish losing another game, which we know will happen. So, really looking forward to this game, not because of the snow. I am looking forward to they're having a drone light show at halftime. That should be a lot of fun to watch. And just getting back to watch the Bills. The bye week stinks. I'm glad we're off of that bye week and have that over with. But it came at a good time for the Bills. We did have some injuries that we needed to get over, with Keon Coleman especially, and some other ones that look like we're coming back from that. So, and that I've never seen the 49ers play. I'm looking forward to that, to seeing the 49ers play. So, anyway, with that, I say, go Bills! And remember, God loves you! God loves you! And so do